Indeed, greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend it with me. I always appreciate your presence. Let's melt more into being, shall we? Man, what a day it's been. Dad came back, had a little bit of a conversation with him. Man, I really just wish there was no, egoic feelings between me and him. Because I think it kind of stunts us to be able to have a full, normal conversation. Because instead of it just being a sharing of ideas or a sharing of opinion, it becomes a competition really quickly. So, again, the word I'm going to read right now, at least these words that I'm going to read, uses the word God. But you can supplement the word God for like source, for the universe, for matter, for oneness, for consciousness, whatever you want to put in there. But as it's written here, God wants only to extend through you that which expresses love in the world. It is called creation. How does it make you feel? God, source, the universe, the all, the one, consciousness, wants only to extend through you that which expresses love in the world. It is called creation. It is called creation. So it's interesting because like me and my dad had a little bit of an exchange, if you will, just before I started streaming today. And he is making a guide so that we can drill holes into a set of rims that are made for another quad bike, but he's trying to fit them onto the quad bike that we do have. And he was using math to find the center of the little circle that he was using as a guide. And he was like, yep. And who said you'll never use, math or something like that, he says. And I'm like, hey, Lisa, thank you for joining us, my friend. Like, oh, no, it's not only me and you just now. We have a few more friends joining us. And, like, the first thing that comes up in my mind is, like, where am I ever going to, utilize, like, because he was literally using, I think, a spanner as, like, a middle point and another circle in it, and he was, like, making a little circle. Hey, Yader, thank you for joining me, my friend. And I was like, yeah, sure, you can use math that way, but that doesn't mean that, math in itself is going to be something that's be-all, end-all, and that the average person is ever going to be in a situation where they need to do it like that or to use it like that. What are you smoking, mate? I'm smoking some, what I just called, I just called it best CBD. This is, I had like a few CBD plants, and this was the biggest one of them. I'm not sure if it's just CBD though. I'm not convinced. Oh, we would be smoking together. I'm looking forward to a creepy morning. Thank you for joining us again, my friend. What are you friends smoking on, if you are? Because I do know it's morning hours for a lot of you. Can you see them? I wish this thing would just focus. Nah. Them crystals. Man, they smell nice. How's it going, bud? It's going well, Adi. It's going well, my friend. I just, like, the point I'm trying to get at is again, like, it wasn't supposed to be a competition. It wasn't supposed to be something that's supposed to, like, create any turmoil. It was just an exchange. And it quickly kind of, like, falls apart into a situation where like, ego is defending ideas, and I don't want that. I don't want that. So just hemp. Technically hemp is more on the ruderalis side of the spectrum, because what people don't know is there is actually 3 types of cannabis plants. You get indica, you get sativa, which a lot of people know about those two, and then you also get ruderalis. And interestingly enough, the genetics that allow you to have like autoflower plants and stuff like that comes from crossing normal cannabis plants with ruderalis plants. And that is something that I found really fascinating. So yeah, hemp is technically a ruderalis type of strain, I think. So not ruderalis, more is it indica? Sorry, excuse me. Happy Tokes, brother. I'm smoking with you. Happy Tokes to you as well. Linkage. What are you smoking on, my friend? Where in South Africa are you from? In like Mpumalanga area, my friend. But I was born in Klerksdorp. Then I moved to Allenreach, then Rustenburg, then like a small little farming town. No, I'm jealous, I have to go to work. Don't be jealous, Native SD. Be happy for me, friend. Be happy that we get to share this space. Be happy that I get to smoke. Be happy that my day, you know, I can with confidence say that the day that is Saturday is going to pass without a hitch. The sun is setting. We've had our Saturday, my friend. You can go to work and you can know that it's going to be an okay day. I believe, at least. I hope so for you, my friend. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Hope you remember me from my old account. Linkage? If you have a new account right now and I remembered what your old account's name was, then you should reintroduce yourself to me so that I can extra remember you, my friend. I do try and remember everyone. Hey Zanoa, hey Lane, thank you for joining us. Sleep by the Tower, hello to you as well, my friend. Thank you for being here with us today. Is it afternoon there? It is. It is afternoon here. It is like 17 minutes past 4 right now, so it's almost coming up on 4:20. Hi Mel, good to see you again. Good to see you as always, Zanoa. Is that a doink I smell? Not just yet, Lane. The doink is imminently on its way. I am at the moment surgically removing bud structures with a pair of tweezers and then shoving them into my grinder. It almost looks unreal sometimes. These little crystals that form on these plants. There's just so many of them. And it smells wonderful. This is interesting to me as well. If you're not a regular cannabis smoker, for some reason you don't actually appreciate the smell of, like, you know, just buds on its own. I think there is some sort of switch that goes off in your brain if you are a cannabis smoker and you smell good smelling buds. Because I think maybe you understand the experience that is going to bring you, and because of that you kind of smell it and know what it is, and then maybe that's what makes it smell good. But like, for example, even though my plants to me smell amazing when they're like still in the ground, if you will, and they smell like flowers to me, my mom doesn't, you know, doesn't, like, she tells me it smells like onkruid, it smells like weed. I'm like, yeah, but like onkruid is like weeds, you know, the weeds that grow in your grass. It smells like that, weeds. I'm like, not exactly. I'm smoking on some London pound cake. I've heard a lot of these, I think, cake strains, like wedding cake, I think, like, basically blew up America as of late. Like, it was one of the most popular strains smoked in America. Very interesting. No, doinks and big doinks and Amish. I don't know what that means. No. I wish I could get back into it, man. Had a couple bad experiences for smoking too much, and it hasn't been the same since. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Adi. Like, that sucks, my friend. Having bad experiences, it's never something that I, you know, understood, or like, you can't exactly explain to someone how bad your experience is, or why it is you're having a hard time going through this bad experience. And I always want to help, but I don't know how to. I think that the best advice I can really give you is just take your time, my friend. Take your time, and then if you do want to try it again, you know, don't smoke an entire joint. Just take like a single puff. Just take a single puff. But I'm a know-nothing kid in South Africa, so don't take any of my advice, please. Big doinks and Amish. Yes, big doinks and Amish, dude. Big doinks and rest in peace, King Dave. I don't know who King Dave is. Eat red meat. King Dave? King Dave. I don't know who King Dave is, unfortunately. Please do enlighten me. No. I love the smell. Dude. And like, the nice thing as well, because I like jar my stuff as well. I label them and stuff. I have different strains. And there's such a clear and distinct difference between different strains. It's fascinating. Makes me so happy to be able to open the jar and just whiff all of those good smells up. Yes, weed is like a wine in that sense. Yes! Very much like a wine. You become a little bit of a connoisseur, you know. Have your pinky up while smoking your joints. My brother is leaving for a party. He came into my room, he's like, Esteban, so I'm going to this party tonight, and like Alicia, he tells me, this chick that lives in town, it's a friend of his. Alicia. I don't know why he said Alicia's name. Like, he could have just asked me himself. And he was like, Alicia asked if we can like bring some speakers or some sound. So I was like wondering if I could like use yours and we can connect mine and yours together. I'm like, yeah, sure, brother. You know, feel free to. You can just ask me. It's okay. It's okay. So he's taking my speaker for tonight. I don't know if he's coming back by tomorrow morning. I am curious. I should have asked him actually, but it's not the end of the world. Morning, milk more. Oh my goodness, my girlfriend is like that. She thinks everything smells the same. No! No, no, no. It doesn't smell the same. It doesn't smell the same. Like, I'm also a big smell dude. Is that a thing? Like, smelling things is one of my fortes. Like, I won't eat food unless I've smelled it first. I can much easier live with, you know, looking at horrifying things, hearing horrifying things, feeling horrifying things, and tasting horrifying things. But goodness, if I have to sit in an environment where I constantly have to smell horrifying things, you're gonna see a grumpy melt more real quick. So, like in the same spirit, I love going and smelling flowers. Even if I know a flower doesn't smell like anything, I'll still smell it just to smell what nothing smells like, if that makes any sense. So that's why, maybe it's a personal thing. I love the weed for that reason. I love the smell. I used to hate it, but then I went to a Slayer concert and then it changed. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that Slayer dudes were like stoners as well. Maybe that's a stereotype in my brain. I just, oh lame, dude. I've seen Slayer dudes like cutting Slayer into their foreheads and stuff. Oh, like, yo, dude, that's a little bit of a yikes to me, dude. Have you seen people like that, or is it more like it's just because of those people's extreme natures that they get documented? It's not like that for all of them, obviously, but tell me what your experience of the people at the Slayer concerts were. I'm trying to write an intention here. I think unity. I appreciate having this, you know, oneness moment with you friends. So I think my pen is broken. It is. How did that happen? It still works, I guess. Unity, friends. Backwards unity, but unity nonetheless. No. Good morning, everybody. I hope the day is great for you all. Thank you, Eat Red Meat. I hope that your day goes well as well, my friend. How have you been doing? How's life been treating us? No. Hey Lane, hey management, there we go. Money Shaker is here as well. Says good afternoon to you, good morning to me. What's up, bud? Another gorgeous day outside here in New York. Lots of people starting to get out and about, feeling like a piece of normalcy is coming back. Very excited. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, my friend. Man, we've been spending a lot of time in a space where we don't feel normal, huh? I do think that we're moving into a space where things aren't going to be in the same normal as they were. And I think it's a good thing as well. We can't keep going on with things the way that we were going, you know. Not ideally. Not in my opinion, at least. Big Dorrington Amish. Yeah, is a reference to a now resting in power meme lord. Resting in power, resting in peace, I guess. Meme lord popularized the term doink. Rest in peace, young King Dave. Okay, thank you for enlightening me, my friend. Cake strains are sweeter in flavor, so more popular. Very interesting. I mean, cake would be sweet, right? If you smoke too much THC, counter it with some CBD, it helps. Apparently it does, my friend. But I don't think I'm doing too much of anything. Fortunately, I'm pretty conservative with how I choose to consume things. I've been having a hard time eating as of late. Interestingly enough, very hard time eating. Like I'm like barely getting in more than like what 1,500 calories a day. I'm supposed to be doing like 2,500 technically with my body mass index, but I'm like not feeling it. The first thing that I think when I say that is like you should try going vegan or vegetarian for a bit. I have so much resistance towards doing that. It's just gonna be. I know it's gonna be so difficult, and I'm terrified at the prospect that it completely works, you know, and I feel a lot better mentally and energetically because of it. And then I have to continue it. Like, man, it's such a stupid fear. I think the biggest problem is I feel like I don't want to burden my family life or my family with my own personal diet choices right now, for example. Like the keto diet was something that we could all do, but I don't think my parents are gonna follow suit if I try and go vegan. Never mind my siblings. So maybe I'll have to wait until I'm in my own space, feeding myself again, if you will. Should still do that masterclass, how to roll joints. If I ever have the opportunity to just, you know, roll a bunch again, then maybe I will just dedicate a whole stream to rolling joints and then teach you guys how to. Most of you know how to, but anyway. do that guy who can't smoke because of bad experiences. Do the guy, I guess. I have experienced that too, taking it slow and one puff at a time. There we go, helped me. I never smoked a whole J anymore. If anything, I have a couple of puffs off of a bowl. There we go, yeah. Thank you for saying the same thing, Lane. I do believe that's the best way to get yourself back into it, you know, just take it easy, man. Take it easy. But take it. To some of you friends who knows where that comes from, rest in peace to that gorgeous man as well, Mr. Terrence McKenna. Check out Young Kid Dave on YouTube, or just look for Big Doinks and Amish. I'll check it out, my friend. I'm really curious about this man now. It's a tragedy that he passed away. Gob Nugget, thank you for joining us, my friends. I'll spark up Pinky out to a few mils more. I'm gonna do it, dude. I'm gonna do it. Pinky out. We can be weed connoisseurs, dude. Pinky up, smoking weed connoisseur. Smell a UK cheese versus lemon haze, two different aromas. Like, and it's amazing as well. Just, you know, how different they are, because you think, like, if you haven't actually had too much experience with that stuff, you think, yeah, man, it's gonna be like, one is gonna be like smelling a little bit lemony, but and the other one is gonna smell a little bit sweetish. But it's still, you like think of for yourself that it's gonna still be like the base smell, right? It's gonna be like the base smell and then a little bit of this. But no, it like kicks you in the nose with all of that lemon or all of that funk from the cheese. It's like it's a whole trip that it puts you through. Weed is amazing in that way. My friends all think that bud and skunky spray smell identical. What? That thing, what? I'm like tripping out just reading that message, Lane. Your friends think that skunk spray and weed smell identical. They're similar, but there's definitely a difference. That is a big nutty moment to me. Like, I don't even know how you for a second think that. Like, I've never smelled skunk spray as well, so maybe I can't rightly say, but what a trip that is. Thank you for the narwhal salute, my friend. Good morning, Viking Queen. Viking Queen is on her 13th day of a fast. She's been going like an absolute machine. When I've been thinking of just dabbing with it a little, I just made the taste of food when you're... I just want the taste of food when you're high again. Like, food doesn't taste any different to me when I'm in a intoxicated state, fortunately. So it's not something that I have any attachment to. But if I'm going to smoke to enjoy my food, I usually do it with that intention. Like, I'll go into the experience and I'll tell myself, like, okay, I'm gonna smoke a little bit of bud so that I can be more present and more fully aware of the food I'm going to eat. I don't necessarily think of it as like my food is gonna taste better because of this substance, if you will. Man, these buds are really fluffy. Like, I have crushed bud here and it's still like fluffy feeling. Still has a lot of moisture in it, but it is still nice and dry so that it's crushed well. Woo-wee! Man, I'm so happy that I could cure these buds for myself. It's such a cool process, being fully involved in all of the steps. I'm chewing up all of my cellular data to be here. Worth it. My friend, get yourself some Wi-Fi's, dude. I don't want you to use up all of your cellular data, but I appreciate you being here. Eat red meat. Reddit kills data so fast. Yeah, dude. Like, I think me streaming eats, I think, 55 gigabytes of data a month. It's been thirsty. It's been real thirsty. Yeah. Might be a little bit more by now. But yeah, like between 50 and 60 gigabytes of data for these streams. It's a little bit wild. Like, and the weird thing as well, it was like 35 gigs a month. And then it like upped itself like by 20 gigs in like 1 month. So I think maybe they changed something about the way that they process the information or send it. And the worst part of it is Reddit doesn't even have high-res streams right now. Like, these streams are something like 834 by 650 or something like that. Really low resolution. Still like 720p basically, but it's not 4K or anything. Unity. I will take that with me into my day as well. Unity, my friend. We're here in our togetherness. And on that note, just because you said that, I'm going to smoke this as well. I feel it's divine timing. Always pull through your joint before you actually light it. Get yourself a bunch of flavors that way as well. Unity, friends. Unity. To stand together with one another. I'm standing with you, friends. Brew, metal. Before I read your comment lane. If this is for unity, then this is for closeness. Closeness and unity. There we go. Brew metal has such a gory past. I'm sure some people have carved Slayer into themselves, but that's nothing like what some of the Norwegian black metal bands did in the 80s. Hectic shit, dude. Like, way too hectic sometimes. Day 13 of my water fast, so it was tasty. Whoa. Yeah, the smells, right? The smells, Viking Queen. Like, I was very aware of that as well when I was doing my 2-week fast. Like, by the end of it, you feel like you're a superhuman. Like, with your ability to smell. And, like, this is something that you say as well, Viking Queen, is like, it's almost like your smell, your ability to smell things can satiate you. Can, like, fill you up with an energy, if you will. Just joined in. Are we smoking up? Yes, we are. Ponicle. Ponsicle? Ponsicle. Yes, we are, my friend. Oh, we have Ben here. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Meltmore. And good morning to all the Meltmorians. The Meltmorians. It's the first time I've heard that one. Meltmorians. Technically, we are all Meltmore, my friend. I hope you friends know that. Because we are the ones melting. And we're just doing more of that. It's not just me. To me now, it's a feeling. You just melt more, dude. You just melt more. You didn't enjoy the soup. Hope your husband did. I'm sure he did. What's up, Blame? I'm guessing you're talking to Lane. Little blurb is getting close. You know what's cool to me about these little smoke wisps as well? Like, there is so much information in it and complexity to be seen in it. Like, these little smoke make these little patterns in the wind as it gets taken, and it's amazing. Little works of art. If you could, right, theoretically, just, you know, take a snapshot of what's happening to this, like, you know, movement of smoke, and you could up the contrast at the point where you could very clearly see the smoke, and you could actually focus on the smoke as well, and just have it as a background to whatever this background is. I believe it would be a work of art, and it's constantly happening. Billions of instances of art happening right in front of us all the time. No shit. I've been having eating problems as well. That's curious, Lane. Yeah, dude, and it's rough, man, because like I have trouble eating, but I feel like it's easier for me to eat food that's not good for me, you know, which is double concerning, because I'm not feeling great because I'm not eating enough, and then it's easier for me to eat stuff that's gonna continue to make me not feel great. I'm like, man, stop it, please. He did. The wonderful thing about my soup is that when I have leftovers, it tastes better than the next day. Okay, smells better too. That is interesting. Maybe it like pulls. It ages like a fine wine, your soup. It's hard to get enough calories if you want to gain or maintain a lot of weight. Yeah, fortunately, I'm not trying to gain any weight. Maybe the only thing that I should actually be doing is to start exercising a little bit more seriously. Do I want to get yoked again? Is the question. I'm not sure I do. It's a lot of work. Stress, no appetite. I'm feeling it as well. It seems it's a common occurrence. Maybe this is what we were supposed to, you know, become aware of. Something that we are united in feeling. And then maybe then we can transform that energy, you know, change it into something else. How old are you, brother? My body is 23 years old, my friend. I think that's the first time I've said it again since I've aged, if you will. I hope everyone has the most perfect Saturday today, heading out to get a giant ice cream. That sounds amazing, Money Shaker. What, like, are you gonna get like a soft serve type of ice cream, or are you getting yourself like a bunch of scoops? If you're getting scoops, what flavor scoops? If you're getting serve, what flavor serve are you gonna get, my friend? You're getting sprinkles. You're getting a sugar cone. I need some deets, dude. I want to know what your... Do tell me, friends, what are your ice cream preferences? After raising chickens and eating their eggs, I feel like I could go vegan. Man, like, you see, the thing is, Ben, like, there is health, you know, health benefits to eating eggs, for example, eating meat products. Eating fish is so good for our brains, like, stonks for our brains. And, like, there is technically no... It's technically all the same, right? It's just a spectrum of aliveness. Because plants are still alive, and cutting them creates and induces a stress response within them. So, who am I to say that, you know, eating plants is any less or any more evil than eating animals? And I know it's a stupid type of argument to make, but that's the way that I'm thinking about it right now. And it's creating a lot of turmoil within me, because I know that I want to move into a future where there's no harm, you know, to any animals. That's ideal. No harm to anything on the planet. If Ryan was here, he has, like, above all, his saying is to harm none. Ideally, we'll move into a future where we harm none. But for the time being, not having access to, like, proper lab-grown meats, or, you know, full spectrum supplementation for meat products. Like, maybe I'll stick around meat for a little bit longer. Hopefully I can drop it within the next, like, ideally 4 years. So by the time I'm 27, I wanna try to have transitioned, actually. That getting in a good workout sparks that appetite like clockwork. You see, that's what I was thinking as well, Adi. Like, maybe I should just work out more. It's just, damn, dude. I tire myself out, man. Maybe I should just keep going even harder. I'm down for it. Why not? Money shaker, make it cookies and cream or butterscotch. Those sounds great. Anytime I feel stressed, I work out and then I cook a huge dinner. Works like a charm. I can imagine, Ari. Like cooking a dinner for yourself and its own, like it's also such a meditative process. Because you kind of have to be present, right? Take your time, cut your vegetables, cook stuff, add your ingredients in a certain order or a certain way, taste the food along the way. It's such a active, such a present experience cooking. But then, like there's the washing of the dishes that comes after it, the backswing of the pendulum. It's okay. Like, I'm not too concerned. Like, I still have body fat, right? I have like my chubbies. So as long as I have my chubbies, it means that I'm not starving. I'll be okay. I can eat a little bit less for now. Yeah, cookies and cream. Cookies and cream, there we go. Oddly enough, my favorite aspect of smoking is rolling. There we go. I don't think my favorite aspect of smoking is the rolling of it. But when it's social, like, man, I don't know. Maybe it's because I take a lot of pride in presentation. Like, I believe I roll good joints. Like, in my personal opinion, I think the most beautiful joints I've seen is the joints I've rolled myself. And not, trying to bash on any of my friends' joints. But it's just because I put so much effort into it. And in my personal experience, you can taste that effort, dude. Even if it's the same bud you're rolling with, you can just like feel it. It's like, same with cooking, actually. Same with cooking. If someone doesn't really put in much effort in cooking you a meal, and they just throw stuff together, it's not gonna be a great meal. But if your mom cooks you a meal lovingly, if your loved one cooks you a meal lovingly, if you cook yourself a meal lovingly, that stuff tastes good, yeah. The temperature over there looks just right. Are you used to the heat, or is it not bad there? Yeah, mostly heat here. We have mostly heat, and then the winter gets kind of coldish, but it's kind of comfortable right now. I'm not stressing. What are you making? A straw? Oh my goodness. Are you still watching where I'm rolling? Oh, I'm sorry, friends. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Daily exercise is essential to mental health. I need to pick it up again. It is, my friend. I think the dancing helps me with like some physical exercise, but I wanna do push-ups. Get the chest developed again, if you will. Man, like I'm getting my old vain self PTSD flashbacks, like when I used to hit the gym every day, do like 10 100 meter sprints in the mornings at 6 a.m. I looked great, I felt great, but yeah, I did it for the wrong reasons, so I don't want to do that again. Have a great smoke with all of... Oh man, my stream ended. That's kind of sucky. It started again. It ended on exactly 44 minutes past 4 as well. What does it mean? Maybe it means nothing. Maybe it means nothing, but maybe it means something. And I would rather have things mean something than them meaning nothing. So maybe it's just a personal cognitive bias, if you will. Melt more. Streams, even when they drop. There we go. Day 142 continues. You know what I really am experiencing right now? And it's bringing me so much joy in my heart. Like, we used to... Like, the streams used to drop like a lot, right? And it was like a common occurrence, and it was something that would really get me almost like riled up, and it would be something I have a lot of disappointment in feeling and going through. And you know, noises being made. I just feel like I'm starting to gain more calm, if that makes any sense. Like hopefully the stuff that I'm trying to talk about, the stuff I'm trying to understand myself, is starting to actually sink into my brain. That's the only thing I can really hope for. First thing that I open up, ooh, I love this analogy. You know, it's a way of thinking. So think about two pencils on either side of a table. Even though the pencils are identical, they occupy two different points of space. Right? So the way of understanding that idea is more like as a metaphor for me and you, friends. As like an understanding that we think of ourselves as completely separate because we occupy different points in space-time. Like I am experiencing Meltmore, Estian, in my current life, in the year 2021, in my current circumstances, in my current body. All of these like things, you know, points in space and time, that kind of gives me this sense of idea of what it is I'm going through right now in this moment. But realistically, I am technically just aware in this I moment, in this conscious moment of this moment in space and time. But that I awareness wakes up into its current space and time. So no matter where that I awareness kind of awakens itself into space and time, it always awakens into this, you know, same space and time, into this moment that is technically the now. And it's a wild way of thinking of things. To you friends coming back right now, I missed 12 minutes of comments. Oh, jeez. Gonna have to go back and read those. I'm definitely gonna have to go back and read those. 12 minutes of comments, Reddit. I wanted to share all of those comments with you, friends. And now you've probably told me your favorite ice cream flavors as well. Damn it. Damn it, Yater. Ice cream flavors, dude. I wanted to know what you friends like as ice cream flavors. It's not the end of the world, though. I mean, there are worse things. Significantly more worse things in the world than having streams dropped. And again, it's a self-created experience, I believe. Technically, I'm not the one pushing the button, you know, on Reddit's side, dropping the stream. But if I never was streaming in the first place, then my stream wouldn't have been able to drop. And if I didn't stream, or if I did stream, and I get angry about having the stream drop, I can just not stream and then not get angry about the stream dropping. But at the end of the day, it's still me making that choice, whatever it's gonna be. Life will go on. They will come back. They will come back up again. I'm sure, my friend. I'm sure. Welcome back. Hey, Old Yeller. It's Jacob. Is it Jacob? I think it is Jacob, right? Trying to like force all of my processing power to my memory faculties, dude. Man, I've been trying to remember so many names. I think I know at this point in my life more names that I've known ever. So stonks. What's your favorite ice cream? My favorite ice cream is salted caramel. Salted caramel ice cream. Hot diggity damn. Like, there's just something that like tickles my fancy about salted caramel ice cream. Maybe it's just the fullness of the flavor. It's so wonderful. I love it. How about you? Smile. How about you, my friend? I can smell you through the phone. I smell amazing, don't I, my friend? I have some, what do you call it? Something berry. Essential oil on my pashmina. I have really good smelling bud. I'm drinking odorless water. The air is nice and fresh. I have so many burps making all of their little sounds. Man, life's amazing. Yes, it's Jacob. Sick! Yeah, I got it. I'm so happy. I'm terribly lactose intolerant, but my favorite is choc chip ice cream. Terribly lactose intolerant. So, is it to the point where, like, the tablets don't even help you? Like, because I know that's something that you can do, right? You can eat the enzyme that breaks down lactose because your body doesn't produce enough of it. I think that's what lactose intolerance means, because I'm thinking that's what it is, right? But on that note, can't you just, take an absorbent amount of these lactose enzymes and then be okay, kind of? Or is it like to the point where you can't even risk it? Give me a shout out, please. Environmental bat. I don't know how to shout someone out, dude. That's a difficult thing for me to ask for me. Because, like, what do I do? Do I just, go environmental bat 3466? You go, dude. You've been shouted out. Man, dude, I don't know, dude. It doesn't feel right to me. Tell me how I'm supposed to do it. Give me a script, and I can shout you out. Chocolate covered mint ice cream. Smiles. Smiles, my friend. I think one day there will be a war between... I was trying to go with like a cinematic type of imagination of a battle, but I don't want any war, even as a joke. I was just imagining this battle between the people that like mint and the people that don't like mint in their sweet stuff. I don't know why, dude. I can't handle mint and chocolate together. And then for that same reason, I can't handle mint and ice cream together either. Like mint, it's jarring. It feels like I'm eating toothpaste for some reason. I'm not judging your like preference in ice cream taste, though, I'm afraid. I mean, we all get to have our own divine expressions. I like almost all ice cream. Damn it, Lane. Damn it, how am I supposed to judge your ice cream choice if you tell me you like all of them? I know this is basically the same question, but if you had to eat only one ice cream flavor for the rest of your life, what would you choose, Lane? Is there a metal ice cream flavor? Probably. There's probably some ice cream somewhere in the world that's like pitch black. I just imagined licorice flavored ice cream, and my brain was like, nah, definitely not. You can add charcoal to ice cream, and it technically would be somewhat healthy. It would be possible, but I don't think it would taste like it. It would maybe just be vanilla flavored or vanilla flavored black ice cream at the end of the day. No. I like tutti frutti and butterscotch. Those sound amazing as well. I don't think I've had too much tutti frutti in my life though. I'm guessing it's a fruity flavor. But do you have like notes that you can kind of share with me? No fires, no gunshots. Life is good today. Still, yeah, no fires, no gunshots. Only like mild noise. Life is good. Man, there's this bird that's like, his hunting ground is this little flat area here. Because when an ant walks on it, he shows up like a little black dot, I guess. It's like lightly mild brown. And then this burb is just like chilling on this little bar. And then as soon as the ant wanders onto this little surface, he like jumps down, picks him up, and then he flies back up to his little spot where he sits and watches me until he does that again. I've never tried those actually. I usually try to get things made from almond or coconut milk instead. I have to try those pills though, thanks. I didn't know you didn't know about them. Yeah, my friend. So they quite literally supplement the thing that you're lacking in your body so that you can process lactose. Every flavor in one. It would turn out kind of blackish, right? It would turn out probably mostly brown, and then you could just add a bunch of charcoal and have it black, and it would be all the flavors in one. And it would also be super metal. Please try to come to India and yoga here. You will have a great experience. That sounds amazing, my friend. I would love to do that. I would 100% love to do that. And I can't wait to do that as well. I want to go all over the world, my friend. So yoga in India is definitely on the list. Asia Van, thank you for joining us. Mint chocolate was my childhood classic go-to with coconut ice cream, and pineapple has been rocking my taste buds. Okay, like you have me on the pineapple note. I'm a big sucker for pineapple, Jovan. Pineapple, kiwis, strawberries, and mango. Damn, you'll catch me under a trap with those. Here we go. Yoga is called again, Estia. No, no, Lisa. I'm not ready. I feel like it's the opposite of that song, whereas like my mind's telling me yes, but my body's telling me no. Like my mind wants to do yoga, but my body is like, bruh, you can just barely touch your feet. Oh, calm down. Pineapple ice cream. I've also never had pineapple ice cream, but I've had a fair share of pineapples. That does sound amazing. Wait, I think I have had pineapple ice cream before, but they sell them in like these lemon rinds, which was weird. Like literally like a lemon cut in half, and then they empty out all of the fleshy parts, and then they, oh no. I think the power just went out for a second. No, it did. Like you saw probably the light flash for a bit, but I think our internet stayed up. Sweet, we're not dropped. I thought I was gonna have to restart the stream again. Yeah, we're back. We're back, Viking Queen. We're back, my friend. Lane, it's different. It's not as sweet. Yes, almost sour. I was about to say as well. Like it's a more tarty almost type of flavor. And seriously, if I had to choose cream brulee or chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, those are both very good, dude. Cream brulee especially, man. Strawberry ice cream is elite. Okay, that's an interesting choice, Jacob. Strawberry ice cream, man. My dad does the noises. I'm sorry. You're taking me apart, Lisa. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Why, Lisa? I did not hit her. I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark. To you friends who have not seen The Room, it's a must watch. It's a must watch. How about you get a job, loser? I'll get a job eventually, my friend. I'll get a job eventually. I've had a bunch of jobs. I've had a bunch of jobs in my life, but they all made me miserable, dude. You know, like I kept asking myself, like, where is it I'm going? What is it I'm doing with my life? Am I actually, because I've always wanted to help people, you know? We all want to, in some way, help people. I believe at least. But I never knew how to. I never knew how to, my friend. And I feel for the first time I actually am, if that makes any sense. And yeah, that's infinitely more valuable than paper is going to be to me, or, you know, numbers on a screen. Strawberry ice cream is also very good. I'm also a fan. Is that smoke or fog behind you? That is smoke behind. Well, we're mostly seeing mount or like sky, so it's just overblown. But that is smoke on the back of the mountain there. That's why it's so foggy, cloudy-ish. Chocolate orange ice cream is delicious. I've never had that before. That sounds very like full in flavor as well. John. It do be like that, Bean. Don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. I'm not too worried about it. Everyone gets to express themselves in their own divine ways, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Yoga is so nice to do. I can stand on my head with my legs straight in the air. You see, because Now you're tripping me out a little bit, Viking Queen, because that's literally one of the yoga poses I've been feeling drawn to, because I want to be able to have my hands, you know, as my support with my legs in the air. It's an extreme strength training, but it is pretty sick. And I've been thinking about that, and the fact that that's the one yoga pose that you decide to tell me, I feel is very synchronous. Very, very much so. We are still here. I'm so happy. Yes, Lane, I'm so happy. I thought the power dropped. I love silly. I can be silly, you know, I can take myself a little bit less seriously. Give myself the old 1-2 punch. I can. Being playful, you know, that's something that we were talking about. I tuned in for the first time into a streamer's stream. It's called One Day 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, very enlightened, awakened dude. He's like 49. We had like such an amazing chat, and he said in his stream that he believes that, you know, being playful is one of the fountains of youth. Just allowing yourself to be able to be playful is the best way that you can kind of stay young, because you're not stagnating. You're constantly allowing yourself to change and to see new things. My girls think I have superpowers. You do have superpowers, Viking Queen. We all do, my friend. We're just unaware of them. You do, Viking, your mother. Exactly. Mothers are superheroes, my friend. I feel like Darth Vader is recording you. Darth Vader is recording me? I've never heard that sentence in my life before. Darth Vader is recording me. Like now I'm imagining a bunch of different things. I'm imagining a Darth Vader behind the camera, like recording me. Then I'm imagining a Darth Vader with like a pen in his pocket, secret recording me. And then I'm like imagining a Darth Vader with like a phone in his hand, with it up to my face, you know, asking me questions and recording me. And like it's just gonna flash through my head. I'm like, what? Why is Darth Vader doing these things? I did not hit her. I did not. Mark, I love that movie, dude. It's so bad that it's good. Oh man, like just thinking about it, you get flashbacks. Did you see the James Franco like remake of it? Man, it was also pretty good actually. Seeing a little bit of the backstory behind it. I need to see it. I know the names though. Oh, Lane. Yes. Like get your friends together. Like maybe, actually, you're still 17 or 18, or you're like, I'm not gonna give you any advice. Get friends together, have a good time, watch the movie together. I think it would 100% be a fun time, dude. Bro, no way you've ever kissed a woman before. Never, my friend. I've never kissed a woman before ever in my life. You're 100% right. They give you cooties, dude. I'm too scared of the cooties. You're helping people now. Yes, we are helping people now, Jovan. And as I said, for the first time in my life, I feel like that is actually real, you know? Like, I genuinely felt for a long time when I went to China that I was helping kids. Because I was like, look, I am, you know, teaching these kids how to speak English. I am shaping young minds, trying to create a better future for us through the expression of these young minds. And instead of it being this, you know, pursuit of helping to inspire these kids with ideas and ways of understanding, I was like pushed into a curriculum, obviously. And I felt almost, you know, the villain in the exchange at the end of the day. Because I was teaching kids like 8 at night, you know, 6-year-olds that I was teaching at 8 at night. When I was 6 years old, 8 at night was bedtime for me. Then the kids like show up and they're like tired in class. And I'm like, whoa, you know, if they know time, which they usually don't, I ask them like, oh, why are you tired? Oh, look, you know, I had homework up until like 1 a.m. and they're like 12 years old. That's not okay. That's that's not okay. And I was indirectly facilitating that in a way. And I know it's a stupid way of thinking, but that's the way I felt about it. Because I came with the intention of helping, but I felt like I was doing more harm than I was actually doing helping, if that makes any sense. I gave them so much love, you know, out of context, classroom environments, you know, with encouragement, with making sure they feel heard, making sure they feel seen, making sure they participate in class. Like, they got so much love in that instance. But man, yeah, I'm gonna get emotional if I talk about it. My husband and I would like to open a facility where people can go to give them a positive experience. Okay, like, Viking Queen, you're tripping me out just a wee little bit. Stop reading my minds, please. Since they are illegal here in the States. Yeah, maybe like in Peru or something. Separate, I'm sorry you feel bad about yourself to call another human a loser. You don't have, no, my friend, don't worry about it, Lisa. I'm not too worried about, you know, insults. At the end of the day, an insult can't take anything away from me. From my experience, from my consciousness, from my awareness. Can't take anything away from that. And as long as you realize that you are, you know, this infinite experiencer, and that all of these external things, be it an insult, be it the beauty of life as well, they're not you. You are the one that are experiencing them. And what you do as a result of your experience is divine choice. So I'm going to choose to love our friend nonetheless. And I think that's what the only thing that we can do, you know. Forgive and love him. When you do the headstands, don't put your hands on the side. Connect your fingers and put your hands on the back of your head and use your elbows as support and use your core to balance. Sounds about right. Clear instructions. Thank you very much. That sounds awesome, Viking. I believe psychs will become less illegal. I'm pretty sure I've heard of some therapists using psychs in a controlled environment. Yeah, mushrooms are legal in some states as well now, right? And like one state like decriminalized all substances, which is the ideal way to do it, because then you can actually create an environment where you can help people that have problems, not demonize and criminalize them. It's actually becoming legal as a medical prescription for depression. It's gaining traction. It's also great for PTSD treatment of like, you know, war veterans and stuff like that. Darth Vader is a therapist who does that make you feel, takes breath. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? Not more. I've been recording you this whole time. No, I don't want to think about it. Darth Vader. Technically, Obi-Wan is the villain, right? Technically. Because, dude, why not just mercy kill him? He's burning next to lava. Oh. Just, like, if you're gonna cut off his limbs, you just mercy kill him, dude. Yo. And then, as a result of that action, you know, all of the rest spirals out of control. Maybe a bit of a controversial opinion, but that's how I feel about it, at least. They do. Psychs reset. Psychedelic reset is slowly making its way into the scene. I think it's only legal in Oregon right now. It will expand, my friend. We are realizing that we shouldn't be living in a society where we allow governments to dictate what we can, what we cannot put into our own bodies if we wanted to. You know, like the thing with, you know, I'm getting into sensitive topics. I'm very passionate about stuff, as you friends know, and I get too passionate about this topic. And I get a little bit triggered with the state of things in the world, so I'd rather just not. I did see the remake of The Room, and it was good. I enjoyed the side-by-side comparisons between the two movies. Like, if you've seen both, I think it's even better in that case. Definitely watch The Room first, and then watch the second movie, because the second movie gives you a little bit more perspective of the goings-on in the background, if you will. Cooties, yeah, I'm scared of cooties. Fucking Queen, yes. Kiss my husband and cootie spread. And we have 4 cooties that came from it. Oh goodness. 4 of them. Oh no. Like, that sounds way too dangerous. I can't risk ever kissing a girl now. Cooties are a serious problem. Serious, Lane. Yes, you do. You have to be careful, man. Getting cooties right now is gonna be a little bit of a brick in my gearbox, dude. How do you feel, Lane? Man, I'm just imagining you like rock star dad, traveling America, pushing a pram, dude. I've put the baby at the backstage. You have fangirls taking care of your... No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That sounds like a crazy, like... Oh man, I'm just imagining like this whole life story of Lane's cootie. Lane's kid growing up as a rock star's, like just child going along with all of it. I think it would be ultra chaos. But also the sickest thing ever. My cooties are cute, they're the best. My autocorrect is trying to put booties. Well, like we all have booties as well. Man, like my imagination is like really running awry today. I'm imagining this alter reality where like we have to like take pictures of our asses at the police station if we get caught. Because that's our, you know, identifying features. Because we all have a pair of butt cheeks. Oh man, all of the booties. So I've spent some time listening to you, and you bother me. Okay, I've really tried to understand that, guy. Since you seem like a nice person, it might be too much of that vibe. Change my mind so I can enjoy your streams. I don't know what you mean even, my friend, is the thing. Like, I'm not trying to be anything that I'm not. I'm not trying to influence you in a way. I'm not trying to, you know, project anything onto you. I'm just sharing my experience. Like, as we would if we were just friends chilling on couches. You know, you say something as you do. I say something back as we do. And that's what it's about. Like, I'm not trying to tell you how things are. I'm just saying things. And then you can think to yourself, like, that's a weird thing to say, or that's an interesting thing to say, or why would you say that? Whatever you want to experience, like that's your experience. That's the only thing I can hope to provide, my friend. It's not Melt who needs to change your mind, friends. Yeah, there we go. It's just you who needs to decide. Yeah, it's okay if you don't understand, as long as you are happy listening and enjoying yourself. Perfectly put. Thank you, Viking Queen. It's just not my vibe. I'd rather enjoy it. Because it's he's super invested. I want to believe. Well, there you go, my friend. If you want to believe, like that is, I think that is the best answer you can give yourself. And how many things do you want to believe? I'm watching the cat shimmy its way down the tree. Man, how agile they are. Ginger. Should we use code words to talk about the funny substance? Yeah, I do. I would like to actually maybe use code words, dude. Maybe we can talk about. Yes, dude. I'm trying to find a word in my brain that is like going to be not too obvious, but also obvious enough that it can transfer some understanding. Ooh, we could talk about animals. So, lions. What animal starts with M? Marsupials is a species, is like a genre of animal. Animals with M? Help me out. I'm actually having a hard time. Is there any animal that starts with M? Damn. So, lions? Sure. We know what lions are, right? Talk about deer. Deer makes toys, right? The deer that make toys, sure. The lions that sell diesel trucks. I'm still trying to find an animal that starts with M, damn it. That would help me out. Meerkat, monkeys. How did I not think of monkeys? Mongoose. There we go. Thank you, friends. Perfect. Yeah, you're so divine. I didn't want mouse. No mouse. Meerkat. It's not bad. Moose. Mongoose. Maybe mongoose. Maybe monkey. You know, monkey. Like we've had monkey on stream. Like I think it would just slip right in. So, and I feel you can sometimes feel a little bit like a monkey when you smash stuff, right? Monkey, smash, monkey, luscious, monkey. Okay, right? So monkeys, lions, and deer. And then, like, if it's not monkeys, the other one, you know, the DA one, that is gonna be, I think, meerkat. Yeah, right? Can we settle on those? Deers, lions, monkeys, and meerkats. Because those are the ones I believe have the most clinical value right now. Technically, we can talk about kangaroos as well, right? Has some medical benefits for depression, but let's talk about those four first now. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but now we have some base to go off. Let me read some comments. Then let go and believe. The little voice in your head talks too much and tells you no, that's not true. It's deep conversation. Reading into it, you can get a good grasp. There we go. You get that one headbutt that doesn't want to take the cigar out of his mouth for his photo. Yeah, with the big thing in his face. You're not supposed to inhale cigars. They're literally just supposed to be puffed on. And apparently it tastes horrible. I don't get the point. Could it be a reflection of yourself? Normally when someone bothers me, after reflection I realize it is something I do as well. It's an awareness thing. I do feel that way, Yader. Because at the end of the day, like, we all express ourselves in our own ways. But our own ways follow patterns sometimes. And you can kind of recognize in someone else a pattern that you inhibit as well, if you will. Hello everyone. Hey Kiwi! It has been long, my friend. Thank you for being here. How have you been? How have you been? You can see it as that. Your subconscious mind is telling you, hey listen, you want to understand, so just hang out. And let down the barriers bit by bit. There we go. Thank you for the wholesome QE. If you feel that you want to believe, your mind is telling you something. You're having an inner battle of to enjoy or not. There we go. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's just I think a releasing of judgment. When you release your judgments of things, you kind of allow yourself to enjoy them regardless. And I was chilling in another streamer friend's stream. He has these trippy paintings. He was varnishing a painting called Miro Man when I tuned in. And his paintings are, like, the people in the paintings aren't aesthetically beautiful. They have, like, these long droopy faces. And you can't, like, see any eyes or any Like, I don't think you can see any mouth parts. It's like it's kind of trippy in its like presentation, and your initial response is to see it, you know, and not think of it as something that's attractive. But we usually look at art pieces or like beautiful paintings of people that are beautiful people, like, right, in general terms. So by looking at this painting, instead of coming from this judgment of it has to be beautiful in order for it to be beautiful, right? It's like this misdirection. It allows you to feel more of it, if you will. You know, it's an inner battle for a bit, and then you just open yourself up to it. But instead of like judging this thing because it's not as beautiful as your standards of beauty is, you're there for it. You're experiencing it. You're looking at it and seeing the beauty in what it is, not in what it's supposed to represent, or the other way around. I'd love to vibe on the couch with you guys. Someday we will, Lane. I'm sure, dude. I'm very sure. Listen to music, talk about some random shit. I'm looking forward to it, man. Hell yes, Lane. Weed hitting different today, huh? Man, it's definitely hitting, friend. Definitely hitting. We're having some funky chats. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. We all go through this period, start smoking weed, hear the Doors for the first time, become enlightened, see the point of the 60s revolution, but at the same time we become lost in free fall. The 20s are a great age. The 20s are a great age, Complete Barber. And I think in a lot of ways you are correct, but I do believe that the reason, you know, the 60s revolution failed in the way they did is because they were trying to challenge, you know, the government as a power structure, like as their attack. And like that, as a government, is not something that's ideal. If you want to get re-elected, if you want to win your wars, if you want people to sign their lives away, you don't want people to defy your questions or your demands, if you will, either. And for that reason, it failed. That's why, fortunately, we're not in the middle of a war right now. Well, I mean, maybe a battle of sorts, but not a complete war in the same way that we went through in those ages. We need to save this planet, dude. Oh, we can't get lost in free fall again, as you say. Mongoose, there we go. Dolphin. Ooh, actually, yeah, Dolphin is better. Dolphin is better. I do like Dolphin, actually. Dimitri Dolphins. 100%. They do have like that vibe at them as well, actually. So I think still Meerkat for the Moose one. But yeah, I'm down with lions. Lions, meerkats, monkeys, and dolphins. I'll catch you all later on the Discord. I'm off to the local Renaissance fair with some friends. Hope everyone has a good day. I hope you have a good day, Jacob. That sounds amazing, my friend. That sounds amazing. Send us some photos, if you will. Any advice? At 21, I feel like I'm a failure because I haven't achieved anything. But dude, you're 21, oh. You're like out of high school for 3 years. Huh? You think things just like happen like this? No, dude. It's a slow, grinding process, dude. I still don't know who I am. Dude, I don't think I ever will. That's the point, right? That's why we're here. We're trying to find these things inside of ourselves. We're being present for our experiences. We're asking ourselves the questions that we don't always want to answer. And that's how we grow. And that's how we achieve things, my friend. And that's how we move forward. Being 21 and not having achieved anything is fine, dude. Being 40, not having achieved anything is fine. Like, you know, just start at some point. Start at some point, that's okay. Like, as long as you start at some point, my friend. And, you know, your existence, the conversations you choose to have, the stuff that you've done on this planet has impact. You know, no matter what you choose, no matter how deep you go into it, you still have impact. You can just choose to have more or less. Have fun altogether. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Should we do psilocybin instead of, or should we shoot? I don't know. I think monkey. We'll talk about the monkeys and the meerkats. What was your what was today's intention? Today's intention was unity, my friend. Unity. I'm united even with my father. Like, you friends on YouTube would be able to hear the grinding. I don't know if you can hear it on the main stream, but he knows, like, but it's okay. It's all okay. Man. Getting worked up about things. Like, I'm trying to be so present for it. Because I don't think it serves me anymore at all. So I feel it coming up inside of myself. And then I'm questioning it. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And then I'm like, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna just chill out. Being my friend. Ah, that's perfect as well. I am going to get confused. Which ones are meerkats and monkeys? So, meerkats are the synthetic one, the serotonin reuptake inhibitor. Monkeys is the one that gives you synthetic serotonin chemical that looks, or, you know, it's produced by a plant, but it's very close to our own naturally produced serotonin. Advice to Palestinians. My friend, like that to me is devastating. And something that I can't wrap my head around. People killing one another because of religious differences is... I think if there was, you know, like a religion system that was going to be like in judgment of us as humans, which I don't believe there is. I believe that, you know, killing other human beings because they don't believe the same thing that you do as a religion, I think that's going to be like the ultimate sin or something. Man, it makes me sad. The planet doesn't need saving. It also resets and heals. Nature always balances out. There is no lack or damage. Nature is stronger than we think. I believe it's us who need saving. I feel that way as well, Viking Queen. And it's going to be us saving one another at the end of the day. I'm 40 and I haven't achieved anything. My friend, you have. You might not think you have, but you have. I mean, your entire life have brought you right here. Right? Why? Why? Ask yourself that. How do you feel in this moment about the things that are being said? How do you feel about the things that are happening in the world? How do you feel about, if you're talking the truth, being 40 and, in your opinion, not having achieved anything? How do you feel about these things? And realize that these things are hard questions to answer at the end of the day. These things are not comfortable to talk about. But if you can be present for them, if you can fully give yourself to these questions and sit with them genuinely, you'll realize there, like, it's a falling away of the attachments you have to the things you think you want. And you'll get left by, you know, a more singular resolution. And that's what you should move towards, my friend. It'll be okay. It will. Everything will be okay, my friends. Like, our little group has a good grasp on what it is and isn't. More people need this. I feel that way as well, Viking Queen. Thank is just part of my depression. Just keeps thinking I'm a failure and I don't want to be here anymore. I felt that way as well for a long time, my friend. It's not something that I take lightly. I understand it completely. And it's devastating because it's so convincing. And it's also hard to talk about sometimes because you feel like people don't understand or they don't care, or, you know, a bit of both even sometimes. But do realize that you are cared for, my friend, and you are loved by the only source that matters at the end of the day. And if you were to ever stop being loved by that source, then you would cease to be. And here you are, my friend, infinitely loved. Thank you for joining us in this space. It is good to plant some trees and grow flowers, though. They are pretty, they're beautiful, they're wonderful. I could see you, and it wouldn't... my friend, none of that. Thank you. I don't know if that's supposed to be a compliment, but none of that. Like, we are beings, you know, individual beings. The definition of a... I don't even want to say that word, dude. Cult is like, they deify some sort of belief system, some sort of person, and then there is like a contribution to your, almost like your whole life, to this thing, so that you can maybe earn something from this. Like it's almost like an exchange is happening. No, none of that, dude. None of that. We're all equals on this planet at the end of the day. That's why we were created as humans. We have this capacity to create with our minds. You know, I believe that is what it means to be created in the image of God. We can create mentally. Optimus. The other critic is you. You are harsher on ourselves than we think other people are. Yeah, it's true. It's only you in the end. Forgive and heal, my friend. You are loved and you are not a failure. I believe that as well. 46 still, actually. I stopped counting at 29. You're perfectly fine as well, Lisa. Here we are, my friend. Like, I feel there's nothing wrong, you know. Everything is in divine order. Someone can call you a failure to your face. It's not what you do with those words. Believe them or not. It's up to you. Exactly, my friend. Believe them or not, it's up to you in one. And, like, even if you take into your consciousness, you know, what they say and make it part of yourself, like, that is going to be something that you just hurt yourself with at the end of the day. Like, there is no benefiting from listening to hurtful words from someone else. None whatsoever. Meerkats make great footballs. That's kind of hectic. What happened yesterday? I had to leave before I could see you off. Was everything okay? Is the fire out? Fire is out, my friend. People are no longer shooting on the farm. Everything is perfect, as they always will be. Nelson Mandela sided with Palestinians. My friend, like, I don't side with, like, you know, going to say, like, they are right, they are wrong. If you're missiding people, that's wrong. No matter what side you're on, no matter what the other side did, missiding people because they believe something other than you believe is wrong. That's my opinion on it. I don't think anything else needs to be said. I do believe we're all of that same opinion. Advice: learn to accept people for who they are and no judgment. Perfect advice. Humanity as a collective is just a big fat turd. If there is a higher power, they ought to flush us already. I don't believe that, my friend. I don't believe that. I believe a lot of humanity is like asleep right now, if anything. But I don't believe we're worthless or need to be flushed. I believe we need to be heightened up. All equals, bro. One love. One love, my friend. Saw you earlier streams. Hey, Christine. Your aura seems a little stressed now. You okay? Yeah, I'm a little bit stressed. Like, my dad has been going at the drilling and stuff the entire stream. And it feels like it's like drilling in the back of my head. Every time I hear sounds. So, it's a little bit stressed. I'm okay. I'm okay though, my friend. I'm not allowing it to affect me as much as it used to. I feel that we are the ultimate creator manifested. Now there is the higher source that we pull our energy, but we are the creators. 100% Viking Queen. That's the sativa. It might be the sativa, my friend. You were very right. And on that note, I appreciate you, friends, sharing the space with me. I love you so much. I'm gonna say goodbye. I'll see you again tomorrow, everyone. But I'll read Mix's comment first. I hope humans aren't apex creators. That would be so anti-climactic. Maybe it would be, my friend. Or maybe it would be the most climactic thing ever. We are the creators, my friends. We care about you, man. I care about you as well, Christine.